If you're seeing this message, then your gifts are coming in really rapidly. It might not be in the time frame that you expect, though. So let me explain. The vision that I got was of a kid unwrapping like tens of boxes. And it felt like it was during Christmas time, but there was a calendar further out on the wall, and the dates were always changing and the months were always changing. So sometimes it was like, December 17th is one that I saw, which is tomorrow. I don't know if it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday. You might actually be unwrapping gifts. But another one was in March. Then, it just, and I kept getting like different dates. So to me, what that means is that your rewards are coming in. And these rewards aren't necessarily material things. They can be. So for example, if you've been working on a project and you've diligently been working on it and you just haven't seen the fruits of your labor yet, then it feels like it is coming in. But just please follow your own guidance, okay? But it did feel like it was coming in shortly. If not immediately, it's shortly, like in the next couple of days or weeks, okay? We're not talking about years down the road. So yeah, so the months and the dates that I was seeing, it was all during the same year. Also, that could mean 2026 because 2025 is almost over. But I think within the 12-month span. So let's say from this December to next December, okay? The other thing that I was getting was that it could be, so I was saying it wasn't necessarily material items. It also felt like your own growth was part of the gift because it's giving you a new perspective on things. It's reinstilled your confidence in yourself and your own decision making. And the other thing was that forgiveness was a huge one, and it wasn't for the other people. It was so you could move past whatever happened. Okay, so that might resonate with you. And with forgiveness, I feel like people think, oh, well, that's overrated. I don't want to forgive. I'm going to use it as fuel to push me forward, and yeah, that might work for some. But for others who have really been through it, especially in this past year, again, if you follow the astrology, you probably heard a little bit more about endings and certain cycles completing, and it could have been a rough cycle. Okay, if that is the case, rest assured it is over. You are moving on to a better path, but those lessons, those really difficult lessons, especially when you're talking about the emotional ones, the ones that really tear you down from the inside. When I was thinking about that, what I got was like a coconut cracking open. Okay, but it's like what stood out the most to me was when it's opening, you see the shadow at first because the light is right overhead, but then what happens is all of a sudden it's just filled with light, right? So I feel like that is it's a metaphor for what happened to you. That darkness was there. You had to work through it, you had to push through it, and it felt like you were just breaking open, and then all of a sudden all the light just shone in, and boom, you felt like, okay, you had more of a handle on things. And situations that occurred in the past didn't have that chokehold on you. Like it wasn't as oh, I don't want to get in trouble for saying that. Okay, it didn't have that hold on you. No, well, I don't want to edit. Let's see if it's okay. What else did I get? The other thing with the coconut. So they also showed me the 1980s version of the Hulk. I don't know why it's the 19. Maybe it's a reference to. It probably is just for me, so that I understand it more. But so there is, the common scene that played in almost every episode is where he would just kind of rip out of his shirt, right? So that was what they were having me focus on. It was like bursting out, not the anger part. All right, that's not what they want you to hold on to. They want you to focus on that new sense of self. that is propelling you forward. That is what they want you to focus on, okay? Um, so yeah, I think that is it for the messages. I don't know if they want to show me something else, they will. It'll pop up. But let's use, you know what? Let's use these two just in case. Let's see if there's anything else they want me to know or they want me to share with you. Let's take this one. I did shuffle it the last time I used it. Check that out, but I will do it again. Okay. You know what? Let me just pause this while I shuffle, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I just shuffled, and I split the deck because I was going to shuffle again. I just had to pop back on and show you what I got. So when I split it, we had 5D heart activation, and under that it says bliss, inner peace, tranquility, ascension, compassion, tolerance, forgiveness, purity, benevolence, service, and sainthood. And under breakthrough, with this beautiful dragon, look at that. It was difficulty stuck, savior, courage, action, powerful protection, divine intervention, breakthrough, deep healing, and big change. I've been getting that a lot. I think a lot of people have been getting that big change. But yeah, again, if you follow astrology, you know we are in for some massive changes in 2026 and at least for the next 5 to 10 years, I think. Okay, see, this one's a fallout again. All right, so let me just do one more. Don't tell me anything else. Okay, let's see. Ooh, this just fell out. Sacred support. The Masters. So blessings, expansion, increase, fertility, positive results, talent, skills, mastery, teacher, inspiration, and ascended masters. So I feel like this is reinforcing what we spoke about earlier, which was, you know, your gifts were coming in and you did master some things, or at least, you know, you had an essential breakthrough that you needed in order to move forward and to embrace the changes that are coming, because you had to learn certain lessons to end out the past cycle and move on into the next. So that is great. Oh, this is at the bottom. The true leader, spiritual messenger, inner power. See, things like this keep coming up. It's all about that growth from within, and then, you know, using that to propel you forward, because it's really, that is what happens. You know, your perspective changes and everything around you seems to change also. Okay, that is higher heart chakra, the stag. You might have been seeing this. I don't know, it depends on where you live. You might see them out the window every day, but all right, I will leave that here, and let's use this deck to see if there's anything else. Whoa. Okay. Oh, we have soulmate. I don't feel like that is romantic, though. I feel like it could be more either professional or almost like a new set of soul tribe. You might have been purging relationships, you know, those that are toxic, those that really, really forced you to break open and create boundaries for your own sanity, really. I mean, when you're self-sacrificing, it's like you can't function in any area of your life, at least not to your greatest potential, right? But I do feel like this, it could be love. I don't know. That's not what I'm getting from it, though. It might be different for you. Here, I'll hold it up. You interpret it as you'd like, okay? And the other cards that came out were, oh my goodness, see? We're all getting these. Look, new beginning and peace. I feel like this refers to what I mentioned when I was saying the rewards weren't necessarily material. Again, changing that perspective can really give you that peace of mind. And yeah, I hate to sound trite, but that inner peace that you need when things are in chaos, you can either fall into it and, you know, become a victim of the chaos and just the upheaval that's around you, or you can feel solid hold on to that inner peace, and it'll help you kind of flow through a little bit easier. It's never simple getting through those tough times. Okay, and I'll try again. Let's see if there's anything else, but I think that's pretty much it. Just wanted to pop out, but creativity might be important for someone. Tap into that creativity. I am always saying find that method that helps you connect with source, connect with your guides. It doesn't have to be just meditation. You can meditate in so many different ways. Like, you get into that zone of where your mind isn't racing with multiple thoughts all day, or for at least a period of time. Ooh, money at the bottom just before I put it back. So, rewards. That's always a good thing. Okay. I will shuffle these again later, but that is all I have. I'm trying to see if they have anything else they want to tell me. I'm not getting anything, at least. I'll pop back on if I do. All right. So I hope this message resonated. Leave a comment if you feel so inclined. If not, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.